pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now a run. It's the rookie from Oklahoma. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Williams, a man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. The Eagles had 10 and 5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
In motion comes the tight end left. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You look at this Eagle defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offenses, pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
To the air goes Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Daniels. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. McCarthy operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now McCarthy. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Inside handoff, Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing now is Daniels. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people are focused. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. McCarthy off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. To throw is Daniels. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Kyron Johnson there on the tackle.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
That is caught. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To the air with McCarthy. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Pushing his way through and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jamison Williams from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one will be a touchback. Woolen chooses not to return it. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends.
There he goes, right side. Look at the big fella go. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams. Because right now, everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To the air again, McCarthy. Eluding the pressure. Touchdown, Eagles! Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 58 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. From the 48-yard line, here's a second down and 4. And his throw here's incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Play action. Now it's Daniels. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. Dances by him. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On play action, McCarthy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself.
This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go play action. Daniels. Touchdown! Elijah Higgins from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 49, Chargers 35.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Christian Harris make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Going for it, here's McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now McCarthy. Touchdown, Eagles! Eagles. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Eagles extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Riq Woolen bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Open man is Higgins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Henry up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Now Daniels. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Daniels.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Escapes the defender.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting